Here's the rear brake caliper on the D2400. We use Nutt brakes, which are used on many other types of scooters out there. So this can also show you on how to do your brake pads on your Nutt brakes. First, we are removing these screws. These are 5mm. Removing both of these so we can take off the brake caliper. Alright, once we remove the brake caliper, slides off. Alright, so there's a cotter pin here. So what you also need, needle nose. So, took that, needle nose, made the cotter pin flat. You know, you might need to flatten this out if you want to reuse it. There's a new one that comes in the packaging. Sometimes reusing the old ones is easier, but then there's also a new one that comes in the packaging most of the time. Pull the brake pads out. You can see these still have some life on them. One's kind of worn down. Usually at 50% they recommend changing them. I'm just changing these early because one side's worn down and the pads are old from last year. So there's two types of pads. We have the ones with the heat sinks and then the normal pads. We're just gonna put on normal pads today. So we're looking inside here. You can't really see too much, but you can see how these pop out, okay? And these are the brake pistons. These two pistons are popped out. So what you have to do is you actually have to push these in on both sides with your hands. You know, you can push them in. I recommend just using that because it's safe. And now you can see this is flush on both sides. You can see right in here, flush and flush. So then that way you're good to go. So when you put the new pads in, they can auto compress properly. Otherwise, if you don't do that, when you put the pads in, they won't fit over the brake rotor. So then we're going to put the pads in, go through the top, or you can bring them to the bottom. You line up the cotter pin through the hole. You know, needle nose, bend it. This is so the pads obviously don't slip down and move around. So there's that. You can see now we have a nice wide gap in there. So that way we can do that and put it over. So then what you want to do after that is grab the brake handle and then squeeze it a few times, and then you're actually going to see it adjust. And you can see there how it's like pulsing a little. So now I'll just pull it off to show you how they adjusted the pads in. And now you can see they're smaller and it should auto adjust around the rotor. Then the next step you're going to have to do is you have to line it up by adjusting these two and lining it up so then that the wheel isn't rubbing against the brake caliper. So it's pretty easy. You just put each of these screws in. Once the screws are in, you're literally just shifting it left and right until you get this centered. And then once this is centered, you're good to go. A trick too is to hold the brake handle and then tighten the screws while you're holding the brake handle because it can kind of center it. It doesn't always work out that way like they show. Personally, it always works best if I tighten these two screws. And once we do that, and then once they're tightened, then we'll be able to adjust it in. So we'll just show real quick. So it's kind of easy. You'll be able to see when you're doing it. You'll see like a little space and a gap in between the brake pad and the rotor in here. Probably can't see it too much on the recording, but you can definitely see it when you're in real life. A flashlight's a good thing to put in there too. That's something that we've always found that worked out really well underneath. Because when you put a flashlight in there, you can see the light shining up. So that also helps. But then you want to make both of these snug. And then once you do, it'll line up in there. You'll be able to do it. And once you have it adjusted, then the brakes are good to go. And then you're all set. And that's how you adjust the Nutt brake pads.